Hey guys, it's Melissa here with Rooted Home and Garden. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day outside today. My husband's working on drip and I need to get some chores done around here. I need to get some watering done and I want to clean up my green stalks. That's the biggest thing right now because my strawberries, as you can see, are starting to produce fruit. I mean, look at that, starting to get fruit. So I need to get these things cleaned up. As you can see, there's like dead leaves on it. We just need to pull those off, get it all cleaned up, fertilize this thing, and I'm going to be getting a huge harvest again this year. But I do want to show you guys something real quick before I get started. Look at the wisteria. Look how gorgeous this is, guys. This piece obviously needs to be strung up. But look at that. It does leave a mess. So when you get this type of beauty, you also get this type of mess. So it goes hand in hand with each other. I just had to show you that real quick because the wisteria blooms, they don't last long. I think maybe 2 weeks max, I don't know, but it doesn't last very long. It is so worth having, even though it only blooms about 2 weeks out of the year, that it's worth having just the greenery the rest of the year just to get those 2 weeks because it is so beautiful. Also, if you have a camphor tree, things are starting to bud out. It's looking beautiful, but what it's doing also is it's dropping its leaves. It does not drop its leaves like other trees do in the fall. It does it in the spring and pretty much the rest of the year, but mostly heavily in the spring. So right now we're getting a ton of leaves. It doesn't matter how many times I could rake multiple times in a day and it's still going to get a ton of it. So we're not going to worry about the leaves right now because we are focused on my green stalks here. I probably have about 100 or more strawberry plants in my yard. I have different varieties. The variety I love the most is actually Seascape. It's by Monrovia. It is a wonderful strawberry. It produces fruit all season long for several years. All of my Seascape strawberries are actually in these Greenstalk vertical beds and I love them. I have them on both sides of the pergola and they look so pretty right here. They get full sun, which strawberries absolutely can handle here in our area. And like I said, I'm already getting strawberries everywhere. So it's time to start fertilizing, getting things ready for the springtime to hit. Now there are many reasons why I love these green stalks so very much, and especially for strawberries. Number one, strawberries are perennials. This is holding 35 different strawberry plants in it. I think that's fantastic. 35 different plants in the garden is going to take up so much room, and I live in town. I live on a regular size lot, and space is something I really can't afford to waste. So having these vertical beds right here really makes it so I can add so many more things into my garden. And as you can see, it doesn't take much room. So because I actually have 2 green stalks, I actually have 70 strawberry plants in these bad boys. Now, another reason why I absolutely love having my strawberries in here is, first of all, I have strawberries in the ground. I also have strawberries in my raised beds. But the problem is oftentimes I'm constantly picking a strawberry and there's holes in it from bugs. Nobody wants to eat a strawberry with holes in it because of bugs. That's gross, right? We can all agree on that. I know I do end up putting straw down and stuff like that, but this makes it so much easier because, as you can see, the strawberries are hanging over the edges. So I don't need to fuss with hay. I don't need to fuss with straw. I don't need to fuss with anything else because it's just going to hang over and I have 0 pest damage because of that reason. If that alone doesn't convince you that this is a good thing to buy, nothing really will convince you because this takes up no room. You don't get pests from the dirt into your strawberries, let alone that's all you need. So I'm going to go through all this, clean out all the dead leaves that are on there, make it look pretty, and then I'm going to be fertilizing with Espoma Berry Tone. That is the fertilizer I like to use in my green stalks. I fertilize each pocket with a handful of fertilizer once a month. It really doesn't take long to do. It's not very difficult at all. And that keeps my strawberries healthy all season long, and they produce fruit for me all season long. If you don't know a lot about strawberries, there's actually 2 different types of strawberries that you can grow. There's June-bearing and Everbearing. These Seascapes are actually Everbearing, which means it will produce fruit for you for all season long. June bearing usually only produces fruit in June or around June. Now, strawberries can produce up to about 7 years, but here's the thing. They don't produce prolifically throughout that entire time. They are most prolific the second and third season. So what I recommend doing if you have strawberries that are on their third season after their big harvest, you want to let the runners actually continue to grow. Don't cut them off. Leave them on and then plant them into the soil. Do not remove it from the mother plant just yet. Wait till the following spring when it has rooted in completely so it can actually support itself. Then you can cut it off from the mother plant. You can discard the mother plant or you can leave it like I do and just have more berries. Any other time you do want to remove the runners, because what it's going to do is it's going to take the nutrients away from the plant, which means you're not going to get as many berries. So don't forget, any other time you want to make sure you cut off the runners because you don't want the runners to be taking away nutrients from your actual plant. All right, that's just a quick tip on strawberries, but I just need to get this done. We're going to start cleaning it up, like I said, and then fertilize. So we ordered these Greenstalks, I think 3 years ago. I got this as a Mother's Day gift from my husband and the kids. So we ordered the 5-tier box, and each tier comes with 7 pockets. So in each Greenstalk, we can actually hold 35 plants. How we have them hooked up is actually my husband ran drip and taped it onto our pergola, or attached it to our pergola, not taped it onto our pergola. Attached it to our pergola, and it goes down into the garden stalks right here. We have the lid as well. So I believe we purchased the lid separately. This is what they look like, and it makes it so debris doesn't fall in it, which has been super helpful, because if something falls in it, like we have the Jasmine, we have the Wisteria, any type of leaves that fall into it, it's going to get clogged, and we don't want it to be clogged. So having the lid actually is super helpful for that reason. So the water actually goes down inside right here. Let's see what that looks like inside. There we go. And it waters it every single time our drip turns on. We also purchased the rollers, which has been really helpful to moving things around. Obviously, it's really messy down there. I don't move it around all that much, but still, if I wanted to remove it, I could, because it's on wheels. So that makes it very helpful for that reason as well. Now, cleaning up the dead leaves actually doesn't do anything for the plant. It just makes it look better. So we're just purely doing this for aesthetics, not for any other reason. The leaves are already dead, so it doesn't matter to the plant. So things like this I pull off too. No reason to have it. Yummy. This is a runner. I can plant this into the soil. Don't remove it from the mother plant, which is this one right here. When this grows new roots, then I can remove it from the mother plant, and then this can produce as well as this one. Oh, and look at this, is already producing. Wonderful. So that's the debris pile that I have for this one. That's the debris pile I have for the other one. But doesn't it look so much better? Look at this. Look what I found. A little garden spider. But I cleaned it all up. Things are looking so nice. I have to leave in about 10 minutes because my son has his talent show at school today. So I don't want to be late, but I want to get these fertilized. I just don't know if I'm going to have the time to do it. I changed my mind. I'm going to end up smelling really bad if I do it right now. I'm going to be sitting next to other parents. I don't really want to stink when I'm sitting next to other parents. So I'm going to go to the talent show, have fun with that, come home, and finish my job. This jasmine is not looking great, I'm gonna be honest. It's not happy and it's my fault. I don't think I'm watering it enough. Several days ago, I actually got a bunch of annuals that I had planted, but this one, all this time, I haven't watered it at all. Thankfully, it's still alive. Something's been eating it, but it's alive. Thank goodness. So I've got to remember that it's here and plant it. So I got all my chores done that I needed to get done today. I needed to water, I needed to get these green stalks fertilized and ready for the season, and I've completed my checklist, which always feels so good. So there we go. And look how pretty everything looks. Gosh, so many berries on this thing. Oh, these are ready. These are, can you see it? These are so ready. Yum! So if you're on the fence at all about whether or not to get these green stalks, I highly recommend it. I think that these things are fantastic and it's perfect for strawberries. I really like it with strawberries. I'm the type of person where I get busy and sometimes I don't want to keep replanting new things into it every season, like for annuals. So having something that's a perennial in here, and you saw how easy it was to fertilize. You just stick a handful of fertilizer into each pocket and it's done. I don't think I explained the water very well, so let me re-explain it and see if it makes more sense. Ours is on drip. Our drip goes down into this area. See the drip right there? When the water turns on, it fills up this water chamber right here. This is at the very top. As the water chamber gets filled up, it disperses water and it goes all the way down every single layer. So if you're hooking it up on drip, you don't have to go and water each and every pocket. That would be a lot of work. I would not recommend that. But having that water chamber inside like that, it makes it so much easier. Even if you don't even have it hooked up on drip, filling that tub up once a day really wouldn't be all that much work. It was too much work for me, to be honest. So that's why we hooked it up to drip. Now I don't have to fuss with it other than just fertilizing it. Definitely look into it. See if you want to get it because this thing is amazing. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. See you next time.